Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to Marvel Future Revolution. In this video, we have Magik information. We've got some details around her and kind of what she looks like. We've also got some pictures of what some of her armor looks like. We're going to take a look at that. Also, a little bit of a prediction on when we might see Magik. Now, they do say when we're going to see her, but I'm going to try and narrow that down just a little bit more. We will see. Just kind of my thoughts. So we're going to get into that. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with everything Marvel Future Revolution, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. So this is a stream that Danny had just completed, actually, just tonight, as of the recording of this video. It was him and Chris here. Chris is Nullific. He is part of our content creator core program for Marvel Future Revolution. They did announce the creation of that. There's a link provided for that as well. So if you are a content creator, you want to create content for this game, definitely take a look at that. I will get the link and I'll put the link in the description of this video as well. So you can go ahead and click on that and apply for that. All right, so Magik, we know that, I've referenced this before, but there was an article that said we're going to see a new character by the end of this year. Not by the end of a year with the game, but by the end of this year, which is 2021. Now, they go ahead and discuss some things about Magik that we're going to go ahead and cover, but just to really quickly cover this, they did hit on the reason why they gave information out about Magik so early. I feel that the intent to give information regarding Magik was probably not really going to happen until a little bit later. Maybe it was supposed to happen in November rather than as early as it did. But unfortunately, through leaks and stuff, there was some information that was gleaned from someone who had mentioned that they were going to release this information out to everybody. And so instead of allowing it to go out through unofficial channels, the decision was made to let everybody know that Magik is going to be the first new playable character of the game. It's going to be out by the end of the year. And wanted that information to come from Netmarble, from Marvel, from Danny, from an official source, which I'm grateful for. I think for as far as leaks and stuff like that go, data mining, things like that, I think everybody has their own opinion. But I think the way that they handled this was the right way. That way, everybody knows that this is true. It's coming from an official source. Now, the downside to that, obviously, has been we've been having to wait such a long time for this information. But Danny does mention some information on here as far as when we can see Magik. But let's go ahead. Let's go over some information that they did discuss in this. I'm also going to leave a link to this video in the description below so you can go ahead and watch this video in its entirety. It's always fun to listen to Danny and kind of get some more information on the game and how he answers some questions from the community and stuff. But let's go ahead and talk about what they did discuss. So why Magik? So he did mention that the reason why is because she's unique. She's a little bit different. So when you take a look at the different heroes in this game, and maybe this is a precursor to what we can expect in this game as far as playable heroes, I don't know that we're going to necessarily reach like hundreds and hundreds of heroes in this kind of game, because I think what they're looking at, and going off of what Danny said, because she's unique, right? So her playstyle is going to be a little bit different. She's got a huge sword. She's got magic. We'll talk about that here in a second. But because she's a different playstyle than every other hero on the roster currently, I think that's probably what was so appealing about her. I think her backstory and everything is great. She's Colossus's sister. I think that's fantastic. It'd be awesome if Colossus was a companion. Chris brought this up as well in here. But I think that's probably what we can see is really taking a look at heroes that offer a different play style, so we're not playing the same hero or a cookie cutter type combat style. I know everybody kind of has their favorites, right? So just something to keep in mind. They brought her to the game because she's unique and she's different. She offers a new combat style. She's got the big sword, which as Danny mentioned, kind of gives this medium range type combat style. She has dark magic, so that has been confirmed. Queen of Limbo, so she has a summoning ability. Now, this is a summoning ability outside of companion summons. But you know what I would like to see when new heroes come out? I would like to see kind of, as new heroes come out, companions come out that complement that hero. Maybe that's something that we'll get to later on down the road, but I think that would be great because, like I said, with her, would be great if we had Colossus in there at least for one of the summon, for the active summon companion there, and maybe some interaction between her and the summon when that happens. I don't know. I think there's so much possibility there when it comes to the playable heroes and the summons. I mean, it's wide open. As far as new characters coming to the game, you don't have to worry about playstyles when you're talking about summoning characters coming to the game, right? Now, when you're talking about the playables, it's a little bit different, the playable characters. So she's the Queen of Limbo. She has a summoning ability. That's been confirmed. So not sure exactly what that's going to look like in the game, but I'm very excited to see her. I think, again, because of how unique she is, I think she's going to offer kind of a new and fresh look at the game. All right, she also has a demon form. So if you take a look at this backdrop here, this picture, so you have Magik there in the upper left, and kind of in the lower right there, you have her demon form there. So there's a transformation there that's going to take place, which I think is great. Maybe it's an ultimate or something like that. I really can't wait to see kind of what that looks like. How long is she going to stay in that demon form? Is it to come in and do an attack and then she comes right out of it? I don't know. There's so many unanswered questions around this character, but we are getting close to her release, which is very, very cool. She also has teleportation. That's a normal ability that she has, so it'll be cool to see kind of how she uses that. She has these portals. There's a movie recently, I think it came out last year, called New Mutants, and she is portrayed in that movie. And I didn't know it actually at first, to be honest with you, because I didn't know much about Magik previously. But the more I looked into her, in New Mutants, she is a character in there, and I like how they portrayed her in there, and I like how they showed her abilities. Maybe if I can grab some footage, you can see some footage behind me. We'll see. So teleportation, also the sword customization. Chris asked something about sword customization. Sword's going to be a weapon. As we take a look at the different costumes and stuff, so let's take a look at that. The sword is one of those costume pieces that you're going to be able to customize, right? So this is, let's take a look at her first one that they showed. Here we go. This is her Uncanny X-Men look. No, not that one. Come on, there we go. There's that. There's the look of her sword. That's her Eldritch armor. So you can see that look on her arm right there, which I think is very cool as well. The next one here, this is New Stark City. This looks cool. This is almost like this looks kind of like a futuristic anime style to me, which I think is very cool. I love the look of the sword here. I love the look of the armor and everything. So it fits in with New Stark City, but then it fits in with some cool anime stuff, right? So we have that. So you can see kind of the different swords and stuff. We also have this one. Look at this one here. This one looks really cool. This is Hydra Empire. Look at that sword. The massiveness of that sword reminds me of Final Fantasy VII, right? You got Cloud and his just massive sword. So I think that's cool. So that's what she looks like there for her Hydra. This is her Shadowlands. Look at that. Her Shadowlands armor. That sword looks like it's like a dinosaur tooth or something like that. It looks very cool. I like that. But it looks like right here, too, again, kind of a form of her Eldritch armor right here on her arm, which I think is pretty cool. All right, and I think that is it as far as the different costumes it is. So that's what we know about her so far. As far as a release prediction, so kind of what I'm thinking, they did mention we have the server merges coming. The server merges are going to go into effect with a patch on the 15th of December. He said that we can expect Magik sometime in December. So we kind of figured she was going to be coming in December, but as far as when in December, we don't know. The date hasn't been given. However, if we've got this update coming on the 15th, could she be coming in that update? Would she be coming a little bit later? I don't think we're going to see her in the beginning of December. I think for the most part, we're probably going to see her come out sometime mid-December. So if I'm going to venture a guess, I'm going to say sometime between I don't know, you could probably say sometime between the 10th and the 20th. I think they'll get her out before the holidays, because obviously everybody wants to be off for the holidays. So I think we're going to see her before the holidays, but we may see her with this patch or after this patch. So that's coming up with the server merges and everything. So that's kind of what I'm predicting. Sometime in those 2 weeks in mid-December is when we probably can expect to see her. Now, if she comes at the beginning of December, cool, that's great. Hopefully everybody's been saving up. I think some people have been saving up so much they have maxed out their inventory. there you go. That's everything that we have on Magik. So we do have some confirmed abilities. We do know when she's coming out. We just don't know when in December. So very excited to see her come to the game. I'm very excited to get my hands on her play style because, again, very different from what we currently have in the game. Very interested in your thoughts. What do you think about what you know about her so far? What do you think about when she might come out in December? I'm just very interested to hear what everybody thinks about what's going to be coming up. And are you excited to play her in the game? All right, everybody, that's what I had for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.